can't believe how you capture my attention like a prayer is finally being answered. Every part of me stirs when you speak my name. The rest of the world just becomes background noise. It's a blur of things that no longer matter to me. You are the moment between every heartbeat and breath I take. You are warmth that lingers long after touch. I don't crave perfection. I crave this, the stillness, the fire, the knowing that with you, I've found what forever feels like. You are my forever. She's not a fairy tale. She's proof that God answers prayers in human form. Her love isn't fragile, it's faithful. It's built on laughter, forgiveness, and small miracles. She doesn't promise easy, she promises honest. When my heart is restless, she reminds me to be still, to trust that God is working even in the silence. She loves like someone who's seen storms and learned to worship through the rain. Her faith anchors me when life pulls me off course. She doesn't preach love, she lives it, in the way she forgives quickly, in the way she stays when others would leave. Her touch feels like a hymn, her presence feels like mercy, and I know now that love isn't about finding perfection, it's about finding the person who helps you see God even on your worst day. Life is so beautiful. Every moment is a prayer disguised as ordinary time. The universe breathes through you. God speaks in the silence between heartbeats. Forget your problems, not by running from them, but by seeing that they are small beside the wonder of being alive. Do you know how much love I hold for you? You are too well tangled in my soul to ever be unloved by me. Our love happened to us all at once, catching us up in the wild adventure of forever be. In the light of your existence, everything else becomes boring by comparison. I will follow you, my darling, through 1,000 storms, because I find more love in a single night of wind and rain with you than 1,000 sunny days without. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you simply, without problems or pride. In the mornings, I think about holding your hand and keeping that heart of yours forever, as though we were waiting for the word love to catch up to the feeling. Let's forget all the tattered memories, for you are my ever after, you are the hero of my book. When I fall asleep, your breath is the rhythm of my dreams, and even as the world comes and goes, you remain the only one I wish to truly know. So intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I close my eyes, it is yours that see for me. It took decades, maybe centuries, but I'd wait again. Every wrong love, every quiet ache, every wrong turn, every unanswered prayer was part of the distance between then and now. And when I finally saw you, my heart stopped. I knew I had arrived. You smiled, and time just dissolved completely. I feel God's mercy every time our hands touch, like the universe conspired for this softness after so much storm. I want the years to slow down now so I can hold you for all eternity. I want to count your laughter, trace your wrinkles, walk with you until the tide forgets our names. And if there is another life after this one, I will find you there sooner. You think love disappears when the talking slows, when the laughter fades into silence. But the silence is where you begin to hear what love really sounds like. It's the sound of trust breathing quietly in the background, of two people who've stopped trying to impress and started to simply be. This familiarity is not the end. It's our proof that we've arrived somewhere real. Every long relationship reaches this point, where excitement ends and understanding begins. If we can stay through that threshold, we discover the truth, that our love doesn't need constant light. It will survive even in the dark, steady and sure.
I loved you in silence long before I spoke your name. You were a moment that never ended, a light I still chase through the corridors of memory. There are nights when I swear I hear you breathing beside me, as if time itself forgot to move on. You live in the part of me that refuses to surrender, the place where pain and tenderness meet. Even now, when happiness feels distant, you remain its shadow. I have loved you without hope, without reason, without measure. Love, I've learned, is not meant to be understood. It is only meant to be survived.
I think the cruelest thing about loving deeply is how aware you become of time, how you hold someone knowing every heartbeat is a countdown. Still, I would do it again, to trace the outline of your laughter against the years we'll lose. We are both witnesses to a fleeting world, loving like fools beneath a sky already dimming. There is sweetness in our undoing, a quiet faith that even ruin, when it is born of love, can still be beautiful. She guessed my favorite color on the first try. Truth is, I didn't even have one until she said blue. She said it with the kind of certainty only someone who's known sadness and survived it could have, like she was naming something holy, something that had always belonged to her. So I told her she was right, and I haven't seen blue the same since. It's in everything now, in the morning quiet, in the veins of rivers, in the soft echo of her laughter. Blue became the pulse beneath every song, the sky's breath caught between her eyes and mine. She is the most beautiful pattern of beauty on the fabric of love, a living poem, a painting I never stop looking at. Every silence between us is music. Every word she speaks feels like light poured into sound. When she looks at me, the rivers in my body begin to move, and the world feels calm again. I knew I loved you when I realized loving anyone else felt like a waste of the only life I have. You are my profound stillness. I have seen your darkest nights and brightest days, and I want you to know that I will be here, loving you in dusk. So I promise to show up for you even when you least deserve it, because that is when you need it the most. I promise to grow with you through every phase we may go through. I promise to stay through it all, because even at your absolute worst, you are more than worth it. I will never stop being your biggest supporter, your best friend. I don't know what I did to be given the grace of this love, but I will never stop reminding you that your heart is the only thing I've ever truly needed. If you love someone for their beauty, it will fade. If you love someone for the light in their soul, it will only grow brighter. If you love someone through pain and distance, it's because God is still writing your story together. If you love someone so deeply that their absence becomes a prayer, then love has turned sacred, a longing that heaven understands. For true love is not possession, it's participation in the divine. It's the echo of creation itself, whispering, "It is good." And when you speak their name softly into the dark, he hears it too and smiles. For love that endures is never lost. We say your eyes are beautiful, but mine see 1,000 skies inside them. You carry constellations in your stare, and I could spend forever tracing them with my silence. When I'm with you, I forget the distance between what was and what could be. The world softens, and even the air feels like it belongs to us. I want to lie still in the gravity of your love, where mornings don't ask us to move, and the only thing that matters is how your heartbeat sounds against mine. If the world calls it madness, let it, for this peace is worth the losing.